Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you had a good week in the stock market. August 12th, SPY squeezing, GME's chilling. Sub up, like up, comment down. Happy Money sticks around. We have a Twitter you can follow us on at Happy Money YT. Maybe we'll go live there. Twitter Spaces this weekend. We'll see how my voice is doing. Last time I went live on Twitter Spaces, I caught chicken pox, so I'm a little nervous. I want to catch monkeypox this time. You guys are sick on Twitter. Anyways, here's a SPY. It's squeezing. CP lie, no joke, did not fail. We are bear market rally enthused right now. Overbought on the RSI, up at 71 on that daily. Definitely broke out of that resistance. No more RSI divergences. Looking for 435 for that next zone. Potentially not much data that would probably move it in the next, I think, week, maybe a little bit, but I think CPI will be the next big one, which is next month, and then we've got Powell after that with rates, and GME can benefit, and I think that's actually why, well, I don't really know, but I'm wondering if that's part of the reason that it has held up so beautifully. I'm hoping not. I'm hoping it's just because it's our grown-up boy now that's been split, and it doesn't mess around with just big dumps and just grinds up nice and slow and literally melts up like SPY now. It's crazy. So here we are, another Friday, and not a dump on Thursday and then Friday. And I mean, it's kind of coming down now, but we're still up 1.6% after we've been holding strong support basically most of the week. I mean, Monday, yeah, we had a big move up. Is that Monday? Yeah. Monday had a big move up, retesting that high, that 48 high, rejected it, but I mean, this honestly holding this support about 40 is crazy. Pre-split, they'd never let that happen with all those options expiring the money, and we held it last week too. So I don't know if money was fulfilling the obligations from last week's OPEX or what, but big day on Monday and still holding a nice little area here. Get rid of those. Kind of bull flagging on the daily. Green MACD. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy how it's changed so much. It seems like it's actually moving kind of like it's an SLD period, like the bullish half, not the first half where it comes down. Just slow grinding up, low volume bullishness. So abnormal. I love it. I think it's good. I'm still calibrating though. Today I kind of just traded it, and I shouldn't have. I should just wait. I don't know. We'll go over that though. But yeah, it's looking good on the weekly. Looks like it'll be kind of a red candle for the weekly to close, but we are nicely positioned in this long-term bullish trend that is more bullish than we've ever been on a long-term time frame. We're about to get a golden cross as well, which is a long-term. Yeah, that probably will happen Monday or Tuesday if we have this strong. It's a very big long-term technical analysis that people look at. The death cross we had back here in December, and golden cross is there. Some people have been pointing out last time we had a golden cross was here, 9-9. So if you look at, if you want to do this, not to say this will happen again, but it's a long-term kind of trend setter. Let's see, where is that? Right here or so. I'm not gonna do it. It's crazy percent gains, thousands of percent from there to the peak. So yeah, we are on our way. As far as next week, it is the beginning of SLD period. I think it starts on Tuesday, so markets might be a little bit red next week, coming into OPEX, which is on Friday, of course, every Friday. But then T+2 from OPEX, or even T+1, just that whole week after, the latter half of SLD could be our big week. And it's holding up very nicely so far, and it is looking like it's repeating November type move. At the beginning spike, hold up, so I'm thinking it might be more like this next week, something like that. little bit lower price action. But, you know, volume could come in at any time and it could rally. It seems like it's still following a specific pattern, even though it's bullish. Everything's been much more bullish than typical. And maybe that's because SPY is so bullish, there's a lot of hot money and risk on is going on, or maybe just because of the split and obligations have tied their hands behind their back, and so they are basically having to deal with it. I'm not sure. But yeah. Today I was looking for volume again, and it was low, and then right here at 1025, big tick of volume, started to rip up. I'm like, oh boy. And then another one, so it wasn't just like one little thing. I'm like, all right, volume's starting to get nice. So actually, yeah, right about here, I went back long with a bunch of shares for swing trading, basically everything. Got on options, did everything. I'm like, all right, it's looking good. Volume's staying a little higher. And then it starts to drop down a little bit, then it picks back up. I'm like, all right, this is good. What I was looking at is basically the volume at this time of day was higher than it was yesterday or the day before, really, because you can see that it was coming down, and then we just have this bump of volume. So this little bump of volume can then lead into more volume, which is kind of what I was expecting or hoping for. This is just the beginning, and the volume is going to start ramping up for the rest of the day, and we're going to have a big pinch up to 50 bucks or 55 or whatever. But then it just kind of stayed at this range, which was nice. It was increased volume, but it just wasn't enough. It wasn't the move I was hoping for. So I actually ended up closing back out of that. A lot of moving in and out today. It was kind of bad. And then I'm like, man, this thing's so bullish in the long frame. Everything looks so good in the long time frame. And who knows, you know, it just has a slow melt up, and the supports have been so high, which it's kind of thrown me off a little bit. And so I got back in at some point, and then I actually ended up getting back out, I think, over here. Made a little bit on the options on this up, and then lost a little bit. I think probably lost a little bit more than I made, but I'm fine with where it's at now. I'd like to do cash secured puts. We just haven't really had a down day. So cash secured puts until we get that big volume like that, or, you know, that or that, and then flip them to shares with that capital. But we just haven't had a big down day. I mean, I almost did it here, but I think next week will probably be kind of red, just being SLD. So we'll see what supports it holds up. Maybe 37 it'll come down to. I mean, it's been so strong this week though. We'll see. Might just be a good opportunity to pick up options on the dips and more shares or whatever. Nothing's looking bearish about it. BBBY, big move up. I think it'll probably come down to next week also. It's kind of hitting a double top here today. Hot on that RSI. I'm actually surprised how bullish it is today even. This is pretty wild. Birds had a little squeezy move today. I actually even realized it went up to 75 cents the other day. Or back here, 80 cents. Today it went up to 75 cents. It was crazy. I don't know what was happening. So I actually called it out in Discord. I said it started with Hellbiz was having its crazy moves. Then it moved. These are all e-bike, like e-bike company type stuff. Started with Hellbiz doing its crazy moves. And then it actually went to Vulcan today, which is another one. Vulcan had a big move today. And then I'm like, it's moving to birds, and then it actually did, which is funny. Yeah, so BBY's up, Peloton's up. There was another IPO today. I actually didn't end up playing it. I was going to, but I didn't. Sold out of those IPO shares. I think I end up break even. Should have just closed out yesterday and left it. While I was up. It might still go. Honestly, sometimes it takes a couple days after it kind of shakes out. This is the one TGL. It's actually holding pretty nice support up here. It's $8 range. So this thing could still go. I mean, there's a lot of volume, which is indicative of interest, I would say. I think it's kind of a worthless company though, so yeah, not sure on that one. If it starts to get some volume and move up, you could jump in it for a nice little swing. Our other kind of bear market rally plays are working pretty well. Let's see. Yeah, so next week probably cash secured puts on GME, and I don't know, we're just straight to shares on dips, because I only have 1 week to be able to do cash secured puts. So here's all my stuff. Oh, so I got my order filled on BRCC today. I had it a good till canceled from yesterday, and it just filled in the morning. I kind of forgot about it, but it was actually perfect. It filled like right here on this dip in the morning, and then it ripped back up. So I'm in this play, and it's working well already. Kind of hot on the hourly there, but the daily looks real nice. Volume, we've got green over the 9 there. Increased volume, got that head and shoulders I just pointed out. Wide head and shoulders. It gives a price target at 1350 range by November. Middle, what's that? RSI, commodity one, momentum, Williams R. All the things are ticking. So this one actually is historically made big moves. So I've got nice little play on that, hopefully. Again, GME in and out. I was actually, they actually made money on those calls. I kind of scalped today. It was weird. Oh, and then my put or my call credit spread on GME, my bearish play, I actually ended up closing today. Maybe didn't need to. Actually, I probably should open up another one. Thinking about SLD next week. It was basically for 40 to close next week, below 40. But this thing is staying so stable so far. It's pretty solid. BBY, I actually shorted 315 calls in BBY. So I have BBY January calls. I opened those up when it was in the single digits, like, I don't know, $4 or $5, if you recall. And my plan was to really do poor man's cover call with them. And so there, yeah, six calls or 6 strike calls, 3 of them for January. They're up 367%. I could just ride them, but might as well make money on them while I'm holding them. So I shorted these 315 calls against it for next Friday. So these have 7 days to expire. The beautiful thing is these $6 calls cost me $513 to open a couple weeks ago whenever I did that. And to short these $15 calls, I received $537. So these expire out of the money. I've already profited on this play, and I will be left with 3 $6 calls for January. So cool thing about poor man's cover call, and it works well, of course, if you have a big move like this one's made and premiums are juiced like crazy. And then max gain on this play will be 3,000 basically if BBY is above 15 by expiration, above that short call. But yeah, actually that's true if it gets called away. So by next Friday. So these basically have $1,800 in value now, and these will go up to that 3,000 or whatever. 3,000 will be my capped gains on it. But I will actually roll this. If BBY is above 15 by next week, I'll roll that up. I'll just keep rolling that strike up and just kind of keep collecting money on the little squeeze there. But I would like if there's a good dip, I will probably be getting shares via. I'll probably do short puts on BBY, or just get some calls if the IV comes down. Here's that BRCC call I did. So yeah, it's already up almost 40% today, which is nice. I got 2 September 10 calls, so it's in the money. Board calls are up today. They're up 40%. I mean, these are all good movers. SFL's up 25%. Peloton's making a big move. SFL and Ford can move pretty big. It's kind of a slow mover typically, but sometimes it surprises. It's like kind of a Boeing where it moves slow typically, but sometimes it'll make big moves. Like right there is a big one. It's just kind of in that breaking out of that flag, so I'm hoping it's going to make a big move, but it's pretty hot on that RSI, so not sure. Not sure if it's going to have to cool off a little bit first. SFL, I think they have earnings coming up or something. This one's got that nice head and shoulders bottom right there, and it's kind of breaking out of this resistance built up there. So slow movers, but you know, that's fine if you're close enough to the money and have enough time. The IV's low on them, so it's not like you're getting IV crushed if it slows down its move at all. And then Peloton's a big mover today, but I have a spread on that one, so it's moving a little more stable because my short end, look, it's down 88%, while my long is up 61%, but still up on the play for sure. 43% up on that one. It's probably going to hit my price target sooner than the time expires on it. Basically, I got the debit spread for the length of this kind of projected move, but it looks like it's going to hit it sooner than that. This 14 range. So if it comes up into 15, we'll get max gain on that. I think it's 15. Yeah, 15. That's nice, 528. But it's got to be by expiration, or it can go past that. If it goes to 18 or 20, then I probably won't have to wait till expiration for that to be free, or to be max gain rather. Rocket's even making its little move. Our calls from yesterday are up just a little bit. It's actually in a nice spot. Rocket looks nice. Birds had that move today. Datadog's kind of cooling off, but still on a nice track up. NYCB, same deal. Here's Rocket. Make a little bounce off the bottom. That's Ryder. Ooh, Ryder, I've never looked at that one. Yeah, Rocket's in kind of a nice spot. Volume's kind of increasing too. Just kind of breaking out of this double bottom down here. Head and shoulders bottom. Inverted head and shoulders and that double bottom. This thing can move wild. I think it has a huge short position. They've done some dividend offers before and caused short squeezes and gamma squeezes. NYCB, the bank play, kind of a slow mover, but the options are working on it just because it's going the right direction. It's pretty overbought right now, but broke out of this bull flag, and it's yeah, that one's actually up quite a bit. It might be because of the spread a little bit. Let me see. It's NYCB, yeah, up 96%. This one's got a big gain, so 1500 is max gain on that. I need 12 bucks. Quite a bit of time though. That's October. We'll see. See what that one does. SoFi, it's down a little bit. Tel is up. Another slow mover. It's got a dividend coming up. I maybe should sell before that. We'll see. And HSDT shares sells that any stock. Yeah, going to the weekend. Still bullish. Still bullish on the whole market for now on this bear market rally. But that's what I got for you guys. Hope you had a good week. We'll see you on Discord. Peace out.